I do want to mention howardstern.com. Jason's been putting a lot of content up there. I particularly enjoyed this weekend Behind the Block Party with Stephanie, Ronnie's girlfriend, complete with pictures of Ronnie in the block party.
Oh, yeah?
That's a feature on howardstern.com. All right, good night, everybody. .com. Then there's like Ronnie's poem from Richie's wedding is up there, Walt Whitless. And
really, we should have. Did we ever get a handwriting analysis?
Oh, we did. I think.
We did, because his handwriting is outrageous.
Gary, what was the outcome?
We're working on it. We have a guy, and we're working on getting him in.
Yeah, wait till he comes in, because what this guy had to say was really disturbing.
Well, that handwriting is disturbing. You know, I say you can tell a lot about a person by the way they write.
Yeah, take a look at Ronnie's handwriting on howardstern.com right now, and you tell me if it doesn't look like the letter a kidnapper writes to the family. I told you when I hired Ronnie.
Ronnie writes like a kidnapper. Oh,
I said, yeah. I said, Ronnie. I get this. Ronnie had driven me to Hartford. He wasn't I didn't have a regular driver. You know, back in those days, no one was looking to drive me, and nor was any radio company willing to pay me to do that. Anyway, he gave me a ride to Hartford. I was doing a TV show. Look at that fucking handwriting.
It's scary.
Yeah. All right. I was doing this TV show where it was a stand-up comedy special where I was the host. It was in Hartford, and he drove me from New York to Hartford. And afterwards, I go, "Hey, he's a pretty good dude, this Ronnie. I liked him." And NBC decided to give me a driver and a car. And so, or was it a K-Rock? I don't even remember. Was that K-Rock or NBC?
No,
K-Rock,
he was still in NBC.
NBC,
Really?
right?
He
Yeah,
got fired right after that.
right.
Oh.
And so, you know, when I got the go-ahead to have a driver.
You remember this guy?
No. I must have, I don't know, but Ronnie had written me a note to my home. He dropped it off at my home.
No, I didn't.
Where did he come into?
Don's office.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. And here's what happened.
No, you wrote me some kind of note at home that said, you know, basically, hey, I love driving you or something.
No,
one of those things.
No, what happened was the first part of it that happened when we spent the whole day together.
Right.
And we wound up in that guy's house, remember? Because it was supposed to be, he was supposed to do this thing.
Oh, yeah.
It was a hurry up and wait thing like everything else.
Yeah, we had to wait at some guy's house. I do remember that.
Some general manager at a radio station.
Yeah.
And it was me, you, and Fred. And Fred's, you know, we got to talking a lot. Me and Fred.
Oh, yeah, Fred was there, too.
I think it was the TV station guy?
Yeah, it was the guy who owned the television station.
Yeah. We wound up at his house, sitting in his living room.
Yeah, in the woods. I remember that. It was a kind of a cool cabin-looking thing.
Yeah, so I spent a lot of time with Fred also, talking to him, you know, and I just gave
two loons.
Yeah, and I gave him
finding each other.
I gave him my business card, and I said, you know, hey, if anything ever comes up, give me a call.
Yeah, but there was some note that you wrote.
Yeah, I wrote a letter to you, saying that I had been with you, and I said it was great, you know, and if you ever need service in the future.
Well, this letter.
Oh, stop it. It wasn't written in crayon.
Well, this letter was written in the same handwriting that Ronnie. You'll look on howardstern.com at Ronnie's poem.
Listen.
You ever want to see the Lindbergh baby again?
Dude, I have a really shit handwriting, okay?
I mean, at first I thought, okay, someone's taking my kid, and they're holding him for ransom.
Oh, stop it!
All right, how much do they want?
Yeah, right.
Put $50,000 in a bag under the bench by the number.
Listen, I brought two of your kids home from the hospital.
I know you did.
I didn't kidnap anybody.
I know. I said you're not even understanding the joke.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
I'm not saying you are a kidnapper.
Yeah.
I'm saying
okay.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at this thing. And I remember saying to my agent, I go, listen, the guy, he seemed like a nice guy, but look at his fucking handwriting. And my agent looked at me and goes, I don't think you can hire this guy. I said, maybe he got out of jail. I don't know if he went to school. Or, I mean, it's like the block lettering of a fifth grader. Not even.
And it changes sizes and runs. It's very, very strange.
Can you make it? Hey, Gary, even that handwriting guy, what was he saying? Because I know it was sort of a preliminary discussion, but.
Hold on, let me find it. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, you got to hear what this guy had to say about Ronnie's personality based on the handwriting.
Do I care what he
Let me see that handwriting.
Well, you never care about anything.
No, I don't care.
Look at it. Look, like every letter is like look at the Y. It's all.
I wrote it big like that, and here's the reason, okay?
Why'd you write my letter big like that?
I didn't write it like that.
You kind of did.
No, I didn't.
I'm telling you.
No, I wrote the letter
different?
in regular letters, but it was printed because I have the worst fucking script handwriting there ever is. Me and my mother have the worst, had the worst handwriting ever.
Well, anyway.
Like it's in the family.
Yeah, exactly.
It's inherited.
Yeah.
You can't change it. So anyway, I look at this thing and I said to my agent, there's no fucking way we can hire this guy. He's obviously either deranged or unstable.
Oh, stop it.
I'm telling you, this was the discussion, I swear on my life.
Yeah.
I was nervous hiring a guy with handwriting like this. Oh, here's what the expert said. I do handwriting analysis. I see many red flags in Ronnie's handwritten wedding poem. Yeah. The biggest flag is in the heading. The shape of the letter Y, yes, in the word by, has what is called a felon's claw. Because the lower part of the Y has a claw-like shape. People that make a felon's claw will pretend to have your best interests at heart, but will eventually stab you in the back.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
As soon as someone treats them nicely, they turn on them by doing something detestable. The last person I knew that used a felon's claw was my sister's ex-boyfriend. He ended up emptying a gun into his new girlfriend, killing her in front of her 17-year-old daughter.
Wow.
There are many other red flags with the sizing, spacing, margins, and pressure of his handwriting. Yeah, that's what. Look how hard he presses down.
Yeah.
Presses down. It's a magic marker.
He writes angry.
Yeah. Howard, be careful.
I write angry. Yeah, okay.
It's only a matter of time before Ronnie turns on you in a dangerous way.
Yeah, well,
There
I
you
guess,
go.
yeah.
Guy's an expert.
26 years, man. I guess I better, you better watch out.
You are nuts.
I should have shot you a long time ago.
You're overdue.
Well,
Yeah,
Today
you're way
is the day.
overdue, man.
well, anyway, so my agent had a talk with Ronnie on the phone. He says, the guy's got a reasonable price because a lot of people were trying to milk me because they thought I had a ton of dough.
No, well,
Right.
he actually called me into his office.
Yeah, that's what it was. And yeah. So, and,
He wanted to look you over.
Yeah.
I looked at everybody's pricing and I said, you know what? Money rules over crazy. I'm going to go with the guy who's reasonably priced. And that's how Ronnie got his job.
There you go.
All right. Thank you, Ron. Governor Ronnie. What is it? Whatever your name is.
Gary, there's one other thing going on with Ronnie
Yeah.
that Jason brought to my attention. He wanted me to talk about. So you know the guys are doing a show. Will and Jason do a show called The Back Office Show.
Yeah.
So they did the show last week, and I guess one of their segments is the overlooked news story of the week.
Right.
And the overlooked news story of the week was that Ronnie's girlfriend wants to get married, and she's got a plan and even a date. So I guess both Ronnie and her called into the show, but Ronnie says...
No, she didn't call in. I called.
You called in.
Yeah.
Ronnie says he's not getting married.
Every kind of conversation we've ever had, you told me she doesn't want to get married.
No, here's what happened, okay?
Go ahead, dude.
She was drunk, okay?
Yeah, right.
And...
That's the only way you could want to marry Ronnie.
Exactly. First of all, I love her to death. Let's get that straight. She's great, and
Right.
we're having a great
So
time.
if you love her, give her what she wants.
And we're traveling,
Steven
and
Seagal.
we're having fun, and it's awesome. So she caught the bouquet at the
Right,
wedding.
right.
When Rachel threw the bouquet.
Right.
So, of course, Lieberman goes over to interview her after she catches the bouquet, but he's so drunk, he can't even. That's when JD had to take
Had to
over
do the interview, yeah.
Okay. So she said she was planning this big party in May, this coming May.
Right.
And that's for her birthday.
Right.
So I'm helping her do it. But it's not a wedding, it's her birthday party.
Yeah. Well, dude, look at it this way.
But what she wanted as a gift.
No, she's never. Listen, we've talked about this numerous times.
But she wants to get married.
No, she doesn't.
Dude, she said it. Even if she was drunk, she said she wants to.
All right,
What is it, Jason?
But we talked about it, and it's not happening. She knows that.
Why not, though?
Because I'm not ready for anything like that. I don't know. Maybe
When are you going to be ready?
never.
Dude, you don't have that many years left.
Listen, I know. Whatever. That's what I keep trying to tell her.
Yeah, but why not marry her just
I
to
keep trying
protect
to
her?
Tell her that.
But what about to protect her financially? In other words, so that she feels like she's your wife and she can,
I could do that anyway without getting married.
Yeah? How do you do that?
With a will.
Yeah, but you know that shit's up. Well, no, who's going to contest your will? You got to write it in crayon.
My millions of dollars.
Not millions, but also like if there's any sort of benefit or any
Right.
kind of like your home or something, then it would be guaranteed to
But
her.
even in the case that, God forbid, Ronnie gets sick.
Right.
she couldn't go visit him in intensive care.
Would you want to visit Ronnie in intensive care?
No, but you know.
But that's true. If you're really in love with her, something to think about.
Yeah, I know.
You won't make an honest woman out of her?
I don't know.
I mean, she's certainly proven she's
Not right
devoted.
now.
How many years you been with her now?
Over 5.
Wow. All right.
We'll see.
You know, he is the catch of the century. I've seen these women throw themselves at Ronnie.
No,
I mean,
he is a century.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Robin.
No, he's the catch.
You're not far behind.
He's the. Fuck some hoes. You're not far
You
behind.
got that right. She's catching up to me real quick.
Right.
I'll never catch her.
She'll never give up to Dickie.
Yeah, you got that right.
Right. Well, all right, Ronnie.
All right.
A lot of controversy swirling around that.
No controversy.
Right.
I called in and I explained the whole situation to
I would love to
Jason.
hear that.
I like Jason's show. It's pretty cool, actually.
That's why I heard good things about it.
Yeah,
A lot
it
of
was
people like it.
A lot of cool shit, man. That you.
Are you? Someone told me a rumor you're writing another poem.
Yeah. I'm working. I worked on it over the weekend.
Yeah. What's this one
What's
about?
the new
Dude,
inspiration?
it's. I don't have a real title for it yet. I'm trying to figure it out. It's about. It's kind of like the show in the hallway type thing.
Yeah.
What goes on out there in the hall.
Would you ever publish a book of your poetry?
Yeah, in crayon.
In
It's
Ronnie's
gotta
handwriting.
be in his hand.
Yeah, I'm working on it. They actually,
I'd buy that.
Fred asked me to work on another poem. You know,
Well, it is autumn.
he took. Well, I'm not doing autumn.
Oh, sorry.
He already wrote Winter.
It's about the.
But he's got 3 other seasons.
It's kind of about the show.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I like when you write about the show.
Yeah.
All right, Ron, thank you. There he is, Ronnie, the limo driver. He says no marriage for him.
Not right now, anyway.
Right. Eric, the actor's on the phone, but it's getting fatiguing. He's like,
What does he want?
I feel bad not picking him up every time, but I can't pick him. Eric, every time I go to the phone, you're there. It's like, and then if I don't pick up, I get all these emails. You don't pick up my phone. And... Eric, you there?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm calling because of the fact that you shut me down last week when I was trying to request something.
Yeah, I know. It's just sometimes it takes so long, you know. Like sometimes I have time to talk to you, but sometimes I don't. And you don't seem to get that I'm doing a show and I have a pace to the show. And I don't know. It's just difficult
It
with
would
you.
take a fucking retard not to realize that you're doing a show. I realize you're doing the show, jackass.
No, you don't, because then you write letters that I you know, if I keep you on for 5 minutes, you're like, I only got 5 minutes and I had many things to say. You don't get that I do a show. So then you are a jackass.
No, I get it.
We sound
Then
like
why are you upset if you get it?
Because I get constantly asked by people on Twitter and on Facebook, have you called in today? People want to hear me on regardless if you think they do or not.
Yeah, but Twitter and Facebook, I don't care what people say on there. They're just
They're your fans, you idiot.
Yeah, but I don't do the show by the 5 people who like you. Why am I explaining myself to him? How would he ever understand? When he gets a show to do, he does the world's worst show. Anyway, what can I do for you, Eric?
This weekend, this upcoming weekend, your guest for tomorrow is going to be a part of the TNA pay-per-view in Phoenix, Arizona.
Right.
I would like to be there at that pay-per-view, and I would like to have had Howard TV cover it, me being there. And I would have liked to have interviewed the wrestlers and the female and male wrestlers.
I've explained to Eric, I've explained to you before. Some things we cover you doing, and some we don't. Like when we got you that TV show that you acted in, we covered that. One of your worst appearances, it's usually when you're interviewing people. You don't ask controversial questions. You don't
even ask interesting questions.
Yeah, you don't. When we write outrageous questions about people's sex lives and stuff, you won't ask them. It's boring, and we can't use the material, and it's too much for our budget to go out and cover you if it's going to be that bad. I've explained that. You're not willing to ask questions that are interesting. It's basically an opportunity for you to hang out with wrestlers that you
right,
enjoy.
to get to meet people you admire.
Well,
That's not very entertaining for us.
Yeah, and you sit there and go, I love you.
And then you give them a list of all the movies you've seen them in.
Right. I mean, how many times have I explained this?
Can I make another point, too?
Yeah.
Like, you want to be our correspondent, right? So a correspondent, we send to things that we think they should go to. You don't want to go to anything we want to send you to, but only the things you want to go to.
That's a good point. We need a guy who's going to get in there and ask, funny questions.
You really,
and we're willing to write you the questions, but you're not willing to say them.
He's sort of using the show as like a travel agency vacation thing. Right. Like he really wants to go to this, so he'll say, well, I'll ask questions.
And can you imagine if we really did want to cover this event? Like, the hell he'd put us through?
Here's the thing. If you guys are thinking, oh, we don't want to pay for plane tickets, I can handle that because one of your fans that I met at the Ronnie Block party shows she's a female flight, and it was Southwest and could get buddy passes for.
Yeah, but Eric, you're not understanding. For us to take part of our budget for Howard TV, like I would have to like I could probably produce another cartoon or something on Howard TV that people love, but for us to take part of our budget to fly down and cover you, which is basically great for you because then you get to be like a big star there and people pay attention to you and we take care of you. Instead of doing that, I can do 20 other things, and I know it's going to be a bust because when you get around these guys, you're not going to ask one funny question we put you up to.
Right, and also add to the fact that you're taking the writing staff away for an hour or whatever it is. They're going to write questions for him that he's not going to
ask. Yeah, which, our guys who write for the show, we put a lot of effort into this. And then you kind of disappoint us and don't ask any of the questions.
Here's something that you, for some reason, neglect to realize. You realize, or you don't realize, I should say, that you have a lot of fans within TNA and also WWE, plus a lot of the fans that watch these programs.
Yeah, but they don't want to be bored by you.
Right. In other words, if I were gonna cover this event, as you say, for our fans, I would send Wolfie, who's interesting and funny, and ask the questions we give him.
Right, and he'll probably get thrown out, which is even funnier. You're a fan going to a TNA event asking, sycophantic questions.
Trying not to piss off the people you love.
Sycophantic. That's Cinco. I got so let Eric will just stay on the line. I'll get back to him. I got so pissed off yesterday. You do a Google search and you see all the articles on your name, and I'm reading these articles, and this guy wrote this article about how interesting it was that we did this bit. The one where Sal and Richard went out and asked Obama people who were going to vote for Obama, and then asked them the bit I'm talking about.
Who they're voting
where
for.
they, Sal and Richard said, well, is it okay that Sarah Palin is his running mate? They didn't seem to know Obama's positions or who was running with him or anything.
All right, so listen to the opening of this guy's article. I went fucking berserk. And I know this guy, it's called the Amarillo Globe News, Amarillo, Texas. I mean, 5 people read this fucking thing, but yet it still pissed me off like I can't even tell you. Listen to the opening paragraph. How dumb are we? One of my favorite bits on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno is the jaywalking bit where he interviews your average schmuck on the street and throws out a few questions. Some of the answers do not instill much faith in the common man or woman. Yacker Howard Stern recently did a takeoff on this bit.
Oh, no.
Which made me wonder, how dumb are we, really? I'll give Leno credit for the inspiration, since Stern is truly the American dream. He's a multimillionaire despite having no discernible talent. So what he's doing, he's not only insulting me about that I stole the jaywalking bit from Jay.
Right.
Now, anyone who's a fan of this show, and this fucknut, Henry, or whatever his name, I don't even know this guy's name from the Amarillo Globe News. Find me this guy's name, this cunt, because I want to fucking have my fans point out to him that jaywalking was a lift from this show. We started it, and I can fucking prove it, asshole. See how I get worked up?
No, you should be worked up because that's exactly
This is what happens in my
what
career.
You don't want to happen. You create something, Jay steals it, and then he gets the credit for it.
And not only does he get the credit, I get knocked as being a no talent.
Right.
But the very bit that you love, shit stain from Amarillo, is the bit I created.
Well, why is he even listening?
And Jay lifted it, and then Jay goes, "I didn't lift it. I got that from Steve Allen."
But I love how people smack at you saying you're untalented, but they listen.
Well, I don't know if he listens or not, but I
Well,
guess
he found how did he get a hold of the Sal and Richard tape?
because every television show, every news television show, every news outlet played our clips because the bit was phenomenal, sensational. But let me just give the
that
history.
apparently is some kind of talent.
Evidently, but let me just give the history of my life. As long as this fucker owes me an apology in print. What a cunt from the Amarillo Globe News. I don't know the guy's name. I'm sorry I'm cursing up a storm, but I get so angry.
Dave Henry.
Dave Henry. Henry, stupid is as stupid does. You're a moron, you shithead. Before you call me a fucking thief for being inspired by Jay Leno, here's the history, and I'll play you the tapes. And I'll make you $1 million bet I fucking invented your favorite bit, jaywalking. Asshole. Calling me a no talent. Your buddy Jay's the no talent. He's a fucking thief. Bottom line. That's the article you should have written. We started doing a thing called the homeless game where we'd go out and ask people on the street everyday questions, and then we made a game out of it. And while you're at it, Henry, you can also write about how Smarter Than a Fifth Grader was stolen from us. And if you don't believe that one, watch Howard TV when we did a show called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And then watch all the production companies after they hear it on the radio, all this stuff we do, and they call, would you like to do a game on TV about this? And I go, no, I don't need you to do it. And then they just go out and do it anyway. And I get ripped off. But never mind that. I mean, this fucking article just sent me over the edge. I just love it when morons who write articles are so fucking smug. Why don't you bother to find out where Jay got the jaywalking from?
Because Jay's on television. Jay must have invented it.
Oh, yeah, because he gets to see Jay doing it. And by the way, Jay didn't even know he ripped it off. His fucking writers do, because they're all fans of the show. And I don't blame them. If I was bankrupt from ideas, I'd do the same thing. I'd listen to this show and pick and choose what I like and then stick it on the Tonight Show. What a cunt. Fucking Henry from the Amarillo News. Why don't you call in so I can explain life to you, asshole? And since guess what? Here's another thing you can write. This no talent ain't taking any pay cuts. Like fucking asshole Jay Leno. What a fucking pussy he is. That's some talent. He's got the #1 talk show. He's so fucking scary talented, he's taking pay cuts. When you're that talented, you don't need to take a pay cut. Nobody's cutting my pay. I'd leave. Because you know what? I'm actually talented. Jay's so worthless and bankrupt from ideas that he would be willing to do that show for free because he puts no effort into it. Unlike me, what do you think I did all weekend? I worked on my show. What a shithead. Jay Leno.
Yeah, you should really school this guy.
Where am I going to get a hold of him?
Down how many different networks when you leave because you're so untalented?
Yeah. Well, this guy in Amarillo, he's doing real well in his career. He's writing for the Amarillo newspaper.
Yeah, when he leaves, the paper will go on.
Yeah.
It'll be like, they never missed him.
Yeah, ask NBC Radio what happened when I left. Look what happened at Viacom and their great radio division when I left. Right, Eric?
Yes.
Yes. I give up. Look who I'm talking to, Eric. He doesn't care. He just wants us to go with those wrestlers.
No. Did you watch the Hulk Hogan sex tape?
No, I do not.
What?
He's lying. You know what? I heard Eric mumble under his breath. He went, well, now I can officially cross off seeing Hulk Hogan's penis on my bucket list.
Not at all.
That's not true?
Nope.
No. Who knew Bubba was so generous? I thought he was kidding when he said you could fuck my wife.
Really? No, I thought he meant it.
Most guys want to lend you a vacuum cleaner, some tools, whatever.
Don't even.
This guy, he's...
They don't even want to share their tools.
Well, let's just say we don't know exactly who is in the tape. We don't know if Bubba was involved or not. We, all the legal stuff. I wish Bubba could come on and talk about it, but he has declined because of his divorce agreement.
No wonder they had to have that divorce agreement. They were tough to talk.
Eric, if you ever do see the tape, you're going to be very upset with the quality. Evidently, if it is Bubba shooting this stuff, he's shooting in black and white. Either he's a film auteur or he's got bad equipment.
Right. Now, one reason why I was hoping you guys would do this is because I'm involved with TNA right now, trying to get money for your favorite charity, the North Shore Animal League.
Yeah, Eric, I just got to be honest with you. You know, for you to go be a correspondent at the TNA event, we just kind of made a determination. We don't think that would be a comedy gold mine. We just kind of feel you go there and you get a lot out of it. You love meeting the actors and you love asking them, wrestling questions because you are respectful to them. But we just don't think we're going to get enough bang for our buck. All right.
Well, just to let you know, that segment that I'm talking about airs tomorrow on TNA's website. TNA Live is what you look for. To see me making predictions on who will win the matches at the pay-per-view.
Can't they just tell you?
I got to be honest with you. What did he say, Robin?
He's going to tell us he's going to make predictions as to who will win the wrestling matches.
Oh. Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. Robin's right. They can tell you that in advance. You don't even have to make predictions.
The person that I made the predictions against is their announcer, and he doesn't know who's winning.
But the winner's already been determined.
It's predetermined.
But only the writers themselves know, no one else.
I just feel Eric isn't... all right, I got to go, Eric. I don't think Eric's professional enough to handle this job on Howard TV, based on some of the other shows he's done. This is his Eric. Eric.
I want a clear shot to prove to you that I can be as an effective as an interviewer as anyone on Access Hollywood.
All right, I'm going to play some tape of Eric. I'm going to play some tape of one of your past shows. This is your American Idol show, and let's see if we think you really are professional enough.
Well, okay, there's
Let's listen. Let's listen.
You are now tuning February 1st. They're in Denver auditioning people. And it's
a good show, but not our thing.
Guy says he gets.
I was going to say this is one of his better shows.
Jack Black a lot.
You like this show?
The thing when I did that show and I did the little interview of the friend, I was reading the questions. That's what you want me to do, is read the questions.
Yeah, but you pick the questions you're comfortable with.
And you noticed how slow I was at doing that. I'm better at doing questions off the cuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and your
questions are terrible.
Your questions are terrible, and you just suck everyone's balls.
But they come out a lot quicker.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter. It's less entertaining.
Hey, by the way, did you read Deanna DeGarmo, your girlfriend, married Ace Young? They both appeared on American Idol, and he proposed.
They're married already.
Yeah.
They didn't even give Eric a chance.
No, they set a wedding date.
Oh, they set a wedding date.
Yeah,
Eric still could get in there and make his plea.
What do you make of that, Eric? Were you disappointed?
That's good for her.
Yeah. I know you had quite the crush on her. You used to call her home quite a bit. Almost, dare we say, bordering on stalking.
No.
Hey, Eric, didn't you call her mother?
Yes, but that was to try to get her as a guest for this show that I did.
Then if it was just a guest thing, why did she block you on Twitter, Diana DeGarmo?
Because of all the fakes, they were fucking with her, and she confused mine for the fakes. Duh.
Right. That is true. All right, Eric, I got to go. The answer is no. We are not going to cover your wrestling event.
Yeah, you're showing all or playing all the bad examples when there's two good examples, one of which Johnny knows of, and then the
All
other
right.
is
Well, I'm sorry.
Shuey
Yeah, I was
has
going to say, what are the good examples?
Yeah, when were those?
Shuey on a
All right, Eric, I
Shuey
got to go. I mean, I've already devoted 25 minutes to this.
All right.
All right. Thank you. I'm sorry. We can't send you to everything. With only some things. But I applaud you for being able to handle no in a professional manner. Thank you.
Right.
All right. That's Eric, the actor. I know it's a disappointment for him.
Yes?
You said you're not ready to get married right now.
I didn't say anything.
You just said that in
Yeah,
the studio.
okay. All right, whatever. What does that mean? That doesn't
Well,
mean
that
anything.
certainly leaves the door
There's
or
no
window
doors
or
open.
whatever.
There's nothing open right now. The window is shut.
So
okay?
why would you cap that sentence with a "I said for right now"? I mean, you're putting an
I
ellipsis
said
on
the
the end of
same
your
thing
statement.
on Jason's show, man. The same thing. Are those guys out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But why not say never? Why are you subscribing to this never
Why
say
do
never?
you care? What are you so worried? What about you? You got that girlfriend. When are you getting married?
Maybe soon.
When are you getting married?
I certainly have never said never.
Okay. Well, I've been there and done that. Okay.
So why not
Why would I
shut the
want to
door
do
all
it?
the way?
Why would I want to do it again?
When you go lock yourself in Scott the
Why
engineer's
would I
room,
wanna
you
do
shut
it
the
again?
door all the
Why
way.
would I
Why
wanna
are you
do it
leaving
again?
this door open a crack?
I was in a relationship for many, many years.
Right.
A great relationship that unfortunately ended badly, I guess. Consider we're not together anymore.
Right.
And why would I want to go through that again?
Okay, that's fine.
When I got what I got now, it's fine. We're having a great time together.
I'm not questioning that, though.
So I don't know what your problem is.
My problem is you're not shutting the door. You're leaving it open a crack. You're saying, I might.
Dude, don't put any words in my mouth that aren't there, okay?
Well, you're allowing
I
the
never
words-
said I was getting married again. I never said I would ever get married again. I never did. Even Will said that. If you listened to the show, you would have heard.
Ronald.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Go ahead, part 2.
Your upcoming poem, currently in production.
We have work to
about
do.
the show in the
Hurry
hallway.
up.
Real quick.
We got people.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Are you going to try a different verse structure, a rhyme scheme this time? Because you've been criticized in the past.
I don't care about being criticized. You want me to write, I write.
Maybe
you don't like it?
Maybe you go with a haiku format.
If you don't like it, don't ask me to write again, okay? Fred asked me in his creative writing meeting over here that he has every day.
Right.
He asked me to write a poem. So I'm working on it,
Okay.
okay?
Will you include people like myself and John Lieberman in your poem? Because you said you were going...
Lieberman's in there for sure.
What about me?
He's already in there, believe me.
I was just being polite asking about John. What about me? That's what I'm
I don't
mostly
know
concerned
yet.
about.
Well, Rob is in it. That I can tell you.
We spend every
Rob
morning...
Martin's in it.
Why the hell am I not in it? We spend every morning
Dude, I'm
together.
not done yet. I'm not done. I'm working on it, okay?
All right.
I'm bringing him. This guy won't let me go out there and do my job.
Hey, I just want to point one thing out because we talked about this in the wrap-up show.
Yeah.
You realize that Jason telling me the thing about Stephanie and me bringing it in is my job.
Yeah.
Me thinking of it on my own, that's throwing you under the bus.
Yeah, but the thing is,
but
I did call in to talk about it.
The problem was the clip was bad that we had. Otherwise, I would have played the clip. But I'm just saying, you understand that if I just thought of this and I went in, that would be throwing you under the
Right.
bus. Somebody gives me the information as a producer, I have to bring it forward.
Oh, I don't give a
I just
shit.
wanted to make sure you
No.
Because we had a whole conversation about throwing people under the bus.
I was there for when it happened. I was listening to the show because it leads into the John Hine TV show,
Right.
which I'm on. So I made sure that I was listening. And then at the very end of the show, this is when it came up like 10 minutes to 2.
You're such a washwoman.
So let's just be clear.
We have a job to do. We have guests out there.
You will not marry Stephanie.
I have a job to do right now.
And it's not getting married.
That's good.